Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Sorry, adjust my camera. Oops, shift my sign. Good morning everybody. Hey, how you guys doing? I am back to have a cup of coffee. Oh, we got Kevin, George, Brian, and Kathy. Good morning, Becky. Becky wants a pony, everybody. Oh, today, not a lot really. It's quite simple because I have a the neck thing I made, and I'm gonna talk about what I did to get it to this point. We're going to there's the neck tunic we were making. If you guys can look, I have a string I just could have put on there, and then covered some stuff with spray glue. But I will go into details about that. Oh, my foamy homies. Oh, Kevin, that's good. I like that. Foamy homies. There is focus. Wait, what happened? Did I move? What did that? All right, that was weird. The camera sometimes does that where it just gets out of focus. Yeah, today we're going to put rubber latex on it. I have some rubber. The HX80. It's a hey, the modifier. Good morning, my friend. Matter of fact, the modifier's gonna reach out to you. We haven't talked. It's so funny. I went from working, not working, so I have these little side jobs. I'm doing something for DAT Creative right now for the band Static X, and then I just got a phone call for a job I have to go to. Again, it all involving foam, and at this prop house, and I need to knock out some stuff really quickly. And the going joke is I always tell people that when I get these jobs, my jobs are never like, it's always a week or two, like, oh, we need this, and you got a week or 3 days or 4 days. That's because they bring me in when it has to be something fast made out of foam. So that's what I'm kind of known for, which I don't begrudgingly dislike. I love it. That's what I love doing. And it kind of like, I do get off on the thrill of doing something quickly because we have a limited time, and it forces me to cut corners and be creative. Like, okay, how fast can we do this? Like, if you have time, you can take the time to do certain things, but sometimes you're like, oh, so. And the guy I'm working for, Lonnie, was one actually called me, and so I went in Friday for an hour or two just to look and see what they had going on, so I could see what they needed from me, and which I'm glad I did because that really got me to think about what I have to do. And I thought about all of this weekend about how I'm going to do it. So when I show up Monday morning, I'll be able to knock something out. But yeah, modifier. We're gonna get back on that Mega Man helmet. I'm editing that video, and as a matter of fact, I think I did get I think we got the Patrina. I think Patrina made my thumbnail already. I'm gonna have to double check my mail really quick here. Yeah, there it is. Fantastic. That's very cool. There it is. Oh, wait, hold on. Save the photos. Hold on, guys. I'll bring this up and show it to you really quick. Patrina Cooper is my my digital. Where'd it go? There. Making a Mega Man X helmet. So that's the thumbnail for the video, and she's great. She's been doing this. It's so funny. I look at the helmet. I think there's things I forgot to paint, but it's fine. It's done. Fancy. Thank you. All right. Let's get back to it. All right. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, let's get down to business, shall we? Oh, I did grow up on a horse farm, and I really don't want any ponies. They poop. Hey, Becky, still heads up. Everything poops. So I think your husband and your kids, they poop a lot. You can use that horse poop for fertilizer too. It's great stuff. Anyway, I digress. So what we're going to do today, we're going to start putting rubber on this. Let's go with the details. Let's talk about what we're doing today. Oops. Let me fix my camera. Sorry, guys. I was not prepared. Here, this is our foam tunic we made for the Ghoul costume. Now, what I did was, I have some glue. And before sealing foam, the one thing about foam, upholstery foam, is it sucks up latex. So what I like to do is you always want to put a dampener, because you want the latex to skin on the foam, not soak into the foam. If you let it soak in too much, it becomes like really rough and takes multiple coats to get a decent skin on it. So what I've done is I spray some spray 90, but I like to get back and set it on wide. If you look on your spray glue settings, here, I'll show you guys something. See, there's little letters here. There's H. Right? These are for different settings. Narrow, and this is for wide. So you get an H and it sprays wide. So you can definitely see that. So when you turn it, it gives you different streams. So when I use spray glue, look on the top, and that's how you control your stream. Right there. So of course I set on wide, sprayed it really, really wide, let that dry, and I went in and took some string like this, laid them down on a piece of cardboard, and I brushed contact cement, like a couple coats of contact cement on the actual string, let that dry, and then go back on the string and twist it even more, and it makes it a little bit tighter. And when you cut it at an angle so they kind of feather off a little bit more. So that's how I made these guys right here. And then once they were down and stuck on here really good, because the contact cement dried, so they kind of stuck. They're pretty easy to make. I just drew with a Sharpie and then laid them in, and then let them dry a little bit, and then hit them again on top with more spray glue. Think of that. I'd like to hit that spray glue thing back here again. But before we do that, let's get some tape. Hold on, because I want to tape up the zipper so I don't get latex in there. There we go. Now, I'm not going to get crazy with the rubber latex. It's a little extra precaution just to make so I don't get anything in there. So stuff the tape right down the middle here. Let's do this, lift up here and get this edge too. All right. It's got a little bit of a lip on it, which is nice. I'm just going to reach underneath here. Make sure I get the zipper covered. Because I have a plan to... I'm going to make a little rubber flap for the zipper. But I want to get this all rubberized first. And then we can do that. But I just want to make sure I have this all protected first. All right, there you go. Now, I want to hit the glue here a little bit, still raw foam. I can see that. So I'm going to take to the spray booth and hit this with some spray glue real quick. Okay, that glue stinks, so we'll let that sit in the spray booth just for a little bit because that spray 90. Oof, it is smelly stuff, so I'm going to leave that in the booth, let it degas a little bit, let it dry, and suck the fumes out before I bring it over to the table and let it stink up my place. So while it's drying, I made some rubber. Taylor, let's talk about the rubber I'm using. Let me grab it real quick. This is a particular rubber. This is mold making rubber. This is HX80. I don't know why I can't seem to remember that stuff because I love this stuff so much. Oh, boy, it freaks out the white balance, doesn't it? Like, meow. Anyway, this is what I'm using right here, HX80. It is, it says brushable mold latex. Now, normally, when I'm doing something like that, I spray it, but I don't want to spray it. I just want to brush it on, get a couple, because I don't want to get too heavy, and I want that texture. And I'm not gonna be brush strokes on it because it's pretty much a rough surface. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do multiple thin coats. So how this stuff works, it's pretty thick. It's almost like a real thick molasses, almost like really thick, and it's really good when you're brushing. And I had a tendency. You can add and mix distilled water to. The reason I say distilled water because there's no impurities in distilled water, so it makes it easier. It won't mess with your latex so much. So I can mix water, but mixing water, you can also mix in acrylic. So I had a particular skin tone I made for I call it corpse skin. I don't think I spelled corpse right. Again, great with foam, bad with name and spelling. But I mixed up a color, and this is kind of like a dark, kind of a fleshy tone, and that's what I'm using I did for the mask. When I coated that, it's the same color, so I'm going to use the same color for the neck, and probably end up doing the same thing for the hands and the feet. I want everything to have the same base color, and then once we go to start painting, everything has a general feel. But I'm definitely going to talk. I have a friend who's a makeup a guy, and I'm really going to talk to him about like some of the techniques, what's some of the best way to start with painting, like so sit down, make some notes, because I want to start painting my ghoul. Which, oh my god, really quickly, I want to show you guys something. While that is drying, let's talk about something I got from a spray gunner. This is the No Name This is a battery-powered airbrush. So what makes this thing so cool? It is all contained here. You have your battery. You get your compressor right here. This is your little battery. You got your hose, and you're just gonna. Now you can attach the brush directly to this, but I would like to just attach it directly to the hose, which gives you a little more freedom to move around. Here, sorry. Just so this little attachment, right? You tighten it up, okay? And you hook up your airbrush. And this is the Star airbrush. Attach our line. This, of course, is dual act. Take a little rubber tip off here. There's our little dual action, and you turn it on. There you go. And see the battery that shows you how much it's charged. Focus, and it lights up, so you can see this. This all lights up. So when the battery gets low, it drops down, and then you're all powered up, and it's ready to go. Wow, it does have a little bit of kick. Now again, this is something that'll be great to use in a hotel room. You guys are going to a con and you go, oh my God, you get a little scratch in your paint job, or you need to do a quick touch up on set. That's super cool. And it comes with an additional battery. And again, watch this, see it? And you go, press the battery, lights up, 100%, nice. Comes with a charging port plug there. Plug in right here. And I have not used it yet, but I'm super excited. A body paint, yeah, exactly, right? This would be great for portable. So I have not had a chance to play with this yet, but this is so cool. And I want to give you, Spray Gunner a shout out for thank you so much for hooking me up with this. I can't wait to start playing with this. But again, I will definitely put links for this below the video because this is really awesome. Great for something on the go. Yeah, take this guy and take it back. And I think the release is, oh, it's a twist. Nice. Snap in, snap off. There we go. Sorry. Fantastic. Yeah, but definitely if anybody does like the body makeup stuff, this would be definitely great to have and portable. All right, I think this is dry enough now. Let's grab it. All right, there it is. This is our neck piece. And I know I'm going to be making a mess, so let's go ahead and grab a piece of cardboard. Here. Sorry. Now I do have an old head cast of myself, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on here because, oh, Ted, I just taped this up. I'm like, oh, well, guess what? We're not going to be doing that then. That's fine. This is going to be fine. So we're going to hold this, and I have my rubber corpse skin I'm going to use. And I did make it a little bit thin. So we're going to brush it like this. And what's happening is that since there's so much spray glue on this, it just skins on the surface, which is exactly what I want. I don't want this to be too thick. I want to kind of keep this thin and light. Yes, here. And what's cool too, now that I'm putting this on here, you can see all the wood burning stuff I did in the foam to make it look like little wounds in my body for the ghoul. I'm hearing sounds. Is it just me? Okay, guys. All right. I was hearing some back grip on its own. Yes, Becky, you're right. You could put that little compressor in your pocket. It's pretty convenient. I was at St. Pete Con in Florida, and Dan from Sprader came by, and he had a couple of things, and he gave one away. I'm like, oh my god! I said, dude, I'd love to have one of those. So he's like, oh, yeah, give me your address and stuff when you get back, and we'll set it all up. So speaking of that, I'm going to be at Monster Palooza 2 end of this month. And then right after that, I'm flying out to Canada. What happened? I'm back. I was hearing myself. Okay. Got it. This morning, made sure everything was working, and I had the YouTube channel open, so I can hear the audio. Could you guys hear it? Because I could hear it. It was driving me nuts. So it was basically me with the delay on YouTube coming through my speaker. With the delay on YouTube coming through my speakers, I could see the needle of my speaker moving, and I wasn't talking. I'm the only one having problems streaming this. Buffering. Both here on Twitch too. Yeah, sorry guys. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's dropping frames. Can I restart it? I can just stop and start again, right? Yeah, it's having issues, guys. I can see it. Oh. I think Becky's onto something because I think it's everybody's FaceTiming. They talk to their mothers. Very possible. Anyway, in that case, there's not much you can do about it. All right, let's get back to this then. So, let's pinch that shut, right, like that. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do the first half of this because I don't want to lay it on cardboard and have it stick. So I'm just gonna do the part that's not on the table. Wow, this, the seams on the foam are much cleaner than I expected. You really don't see them. So now that I got rubber on this, when it dries, it's just hiding all the, even the neck part looks great too. This looks really good. Not my fault. Okay, good. That's nice. Good to know. All right. Let's speed this up. Let's get a hair dryer. Oh, it just says, she goes, I got your package today. And the photo is very cool. Thank you again for my mom likes it too. And she's a little jealous and she tried to steal a sticker. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have sent you extra stickers. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad, Jesse. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out and doing the giveaway, which I'll do another one today as well. Yeah, Kelly, it does look great. I just want to try to get it dry so I can flip it over and do the other side as well too. My oldest kiddo is excited to play it this weekend. He got a nice present from Vespa for doing Doom things for them, and they decided giving him a 360 of the Revenant. I have to wait. What? Oh my God, that's great, Becky. What do you do for? Is he like play stuff for the Doom? Is he do good? How's he promoting Doom? It's not like Becky. I know I have so many projects too. Hey, Batty Commander, what's up? Welcome. Oh, all right. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Let me get this dry real quick. Sorry. Oh, wait. All right, see, now it's dry enough. Yeah. I can go ahead and flip this over and do the other side. Be very careful. Do this edge first here. Oops. Ted. Careful. See, that's why I put tape on it, because I will do something stupid like get latex in there. I don't clog it up my zipper with rubber latex. And the reason this is drying so quickly is because the latex is going on so thin. The thinner it is, the faster it dries. Because yeah, if I did not put spray glue on this, they would have soaked into the foam and it would have got really stiff, and it would have taken twice as long to dry. So just these things I've learned working with upholstery foam and making rubber monster costumes. Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. The other thing too is that the rubber stays thin and it keeps everything light, and it will stretch and move more because it's just a thin coat. You're basically, it's almost like using latex as a paint coat, like a really thin coat, just to seal the foam. And I'm not going to go too crazy. I'll probably let this dry completely, and then hit the probably like one or two thin spots, and then call it done, because I don't want to go too heavy with the rubber. Oh, hey, thank you so much. Uh, is that Kevin? Oh, with the donation. Thank you, Kevin. Hold on. Thank you so much. Um, all right. All right. Now, let's put a hair dryer in this. Hold on, guys. Almost there. Tell you what. Let me mute this so it's not so loud. There we go. This looks great. See, now that you got the color on it, you can see all the detail a little bit. Now you got a rubber skin on it. You can see a little bit of the lines with the wood burner and stuff you couldn't see before. But really stuff that's going to pop once you get paint on it and everything. Like I said, the plan for this, guys, I'm going to make a little, I have a piece of cincher plastic here. I'll show you what my plan is. Is I went and brushed on some rubber onto a piece of plastic. I'm gonna take some little foam bumps, like little foam knots, like a back of a spine or something like that, and make a couple of them and glue them down, and then coat them with rubber, and then let this dry nice and flat. And I'll peel it up and trace it, and then glue it. But I want to do, after this is all dry, I'm going to glue the flap on this edge and leave it overlap, so it'll cover the zipper. My plan is that hopefully it'll fall back in place, because I would hate to have somebody try to, I mean, push comes to shove, I can have somebody like tack a little makeup glue and hold it down, but it just makes it a little, kind of sticks me in it, so, but that's not a bad idea. So I'm going to make a little flap to cover the zipper, because I like it. I wasn't going to, and I was thinking to have some hair hanging, and I realized no matter what I do, you still have this huge gap. It's going to draw your eye to it. People are going to see it, so I'm definitely going to make a little rubber flap. A little trick I learned from my friend Steve Wang on the Guyver movies. He would sculpt these foam rubber suits, and they'd be beautiful, and they had a zipper in them, and they would take the mold of the actual rubber suit, and they would stipple latex into it, make a flap that was match the foam piece. So where the zipper was, they had a little blending, they'd drop it over and have a blending edge and glue it down. And so the costume was literally seamless. Once you zip the guy up and glue it shut, you couldn't see where the zipper was. It was amazing. And it was really a simple technique. So I'm going to try to apply that same technique for this guy. But I want to keep it really, really thin, but I want to definitely make a flat rubber piece, at least like 1.5 inches wide. So I'll definitely do it. If I thought about it, I should have done that this last night and have it all dry by today. But I started this morning, so I'm going to let this dry and then add pieces to it and then do a couple of coats. So when we come back next week, I'll have this ready to go, and then we'll just stick it on here. But yeah, this looks great. Yeah, the one coat now looks really cool. I'm so happy with this. All right, guys, let's catch up with chat. Oh, real quick again, Kevin, thank you so much. Oh, happy Mother's Day to the breeders out there. That's right. Really quickly, I know last time we were streaming on Twitch, somebody from Canada in my Twitch account were like, "Hey, I'm Canadian. Want to go to this Gamescom Canada?" And I checked my emails, and they never wrote to me. So I was curious if they're still there, if anybody knew who that was. I was going to my Evil Ted website, eviltedsmith.com, and I was checking, and did not see anything from them. So, because I do have passes, guys, for Gamescom Canada, weekend passes. I'm trying to give them to people who live in Calgary or in Edmonton. You guys are close to it. I love people, because I have a couple more. How many more I have? I have 4 more. I have 4 more passes. 4 more weekend passes for people for Gamescom Canada. And giving those out. And people have to show up in my chat. Oh, see, the lighting's so much better. Yeah, see that? Look at that. Looks great. The thing is, all these little Sharpie lines, all that stuff's going to disappear once you paint it. And the next thing too, since I have my head cast, I'm going to stretch on the spandex hood onto the head cast, unzip this, put this on it, and then I'm going to glue the cowl, the spandex hood. I'm going to glue the hood to the neck piece on the sides, the front and the side, and leave it open mostly so it stretches in the back, so I can open it up so it'll be glued to the neck thing. So when I slip it on, it's going to pull it really tight to my body, and I'll be able to slip my head on and have no fear of the neck flapping out. Because there's a thing I see sometimes happening on movies and whatnot. It drives me crazy. No, Twitch working. He's muted on the drive. Oh yeah, guys, I'm back. You can hear me now. I'm sorry. Thanks, Becky, for letting people know I was. Is Twitch down? Is it down? It says I can see it from mine. It says it's running. Is it being glitchy? Hold on. Do I have Twitch on my phone anymore? I don't think I have Twitch on my phone anymore. Do I? I thought I did. Did I take it off? I might have taken it off. Had to refresh. Okay, that's fine. No, okay, it got it. It's still working. Yeah, guys, like I'm with Becky. I think it's Mother's Day. Everybody's online. So the neck is wow. The texture looks great. I'm looking at and it's drying. You can see the foam texture looks great because it gives that little like that skin look to it. I think what I'll probably end up doing is letting this dry really well and then doing one more thin coat. I'll probably just end up doing 2 thin coats. Yeah, I think I'll just do one more coat. But let's chat. No Twitch is working fine. YouTube has big old delay at the moment. Yeah, I know. Sorry, guys. Give me glue, give me foam, give me patterns for a dome. So let's get to giveaways, guys. Let's kill some time while it's drying. We'll do one more coat. But before we do one more coat, we have some giveaways. I do have looking for Canadians. Please in Calgary, or I'm usually watching YouTube because YouTube is a little bit of a delay, but pop out on YouTube. Okay, got it. We're gonna do another giveaway. We have, of course, the 8x10s we're gonna be doing, and we're also doing the Games Con Canada Weekend Pass, and it's coming up, so I'm excited. And also another reminder, people, for you in California, I will be attending Monster Palooza. You can see me at 12 noon. I'll be at the Cratex Spray Gunner booth. I'll be painting my alien egg, which I have with me, and I need to finish it up today too. Once I get done, I have the rubber skin membrane thing I want to pull over this thing and give it that kind of texture look. But I'm going to be painting this and giving this away. And this is a prototype for my alien egg. I want to do 2, but again, I can't do that until I finish another project. I got too many projects behind up, people. Because I like having a particular project for the live streams, so I don't try to cost too much over. But hard to rhyme with foam. So I'm trying to. Yeah, this Ghoul's coming along great. The next time we'll be back after I get this neck thing done, which will be a little bit next week. I'm going to start doing the gloves, and I have my foam hands I made, and I like them. I just want to extend them a little bit, so I'm thinking about getting some. And just extend them a little bit with some foam, a little bit wider, and I might stick some foam on, round them off a little bit. But I just want a little bit more. I want a little bit more forearm because I'm working with. So I want the gloves to be a little bit longer. And I want to make these. I made these monster hands one time. I stuck little extenders on them, but I want to do a little bit longer than fingers and put some big nails on them. Becky says, I have so many ideas cooking in my head, but this year was the first time I actually got to make a cosplay. I can't wait for local cons to. Oh, well, cool. What'd you make? What is the costume that you made? That you're. I'm so glad you made it, guys. Listen, you can't beat I just when you go to a con and just dress up, it's so much fun because you're just everybody's there are all on the same page. You know, it's like that was the thing I realized when I was younger. Like you dress up and some people would roll their eyes. They're like, "Hey, whatever, nerd." But when you go to a con, everybody's there to dress up and show off, and it's so great. Lethal Company crewmate with a boombox. Lethal Company crewmate. Is that from a game? Oh, he has joined the addiction. Fantastic. What is that? Now I gotta look this up, guys. Hold on. Now I'm curious. Hold on, I gotta see what this is. Lethal Company crewmate. Copy. Oh, those guys. Yeah, with the evac helmets. Employee of the Lethal Company. Lethal Company. What? This looks. Well done. What a fun idea for a costume. Oh, I made a gnome out of foam to place outside my home. I didn't want the gnome to roam, so I placed it under a dome. Hey guys, Kathy's on fire today. Then she wrote a very tome. It's an Italian gnome from Rome. Leave your mobile phone at home and come alone. Oh, kidding. Well, Benny, I like your costume looks great. I mean, what's the game with the Lethal Company? Is that what game is that from? Is that a game? There was a really nice quote from an actor at one point. Can't remember who. If you know to become someone, you have to make. If you want to become someone, you have to make. You have to make, do things, and that's why I do feel like making stuff. Right. I just like. There's things I know I want that they're not out there, and so people. So people can't roll their eyes, can't eat. Yeah, it's. I think it's so much fun making stuff. It really is. Tell you what. Let's do. I was looking for anybody from Canada, but nobody's here right now from Canada. So let's do a giveaway really quick, right? Let me grab my giveaways real quick. One of the benefits of my live streams is I do like some giveaways. Let me get this all sorted out real quick here, because there's all right. Sand die again, sand. That's right. That was Poor Geek. That's one of his favorites. I don't like sand at all. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a giveaway. I have 8x10s when I travel. These are con things I do when I travel to conventions. I have merch and whatnot. I'm working on making some stickers. I have these giveaway stickers, but I want to make some really nice heavy duty vinyl ones that are can handle being without outdoors and whatnot. because I have these little fun giveaway ones. They're inexpensive, but they don't last that long. So I thought I'd just start making some quality stickers. Granted, they'd be a little bit more to make, but then I would charge something. But when I'm at conventions, I like to have a little bit more merch I can peddle while I'm at the conventions. Because 8x10 sell okay. I do have my foam kits that do really well. But I also want to just have something simpler that I can travel with, like stickers. I want to make some better stickers. I want to make a really nice, good Foam Fanatic one. Nice, good Foam Fanatic stickers and Evil Ted stickers. But they're heavy-duty vinyl. Like, again, reasons I pop here is to thank you for some of your content and tutorials, and to make domes was so helpful for the oxygen tanks. Oh, well, fantastic. You're welcome. It's when I got into cosplay and making stuff, I was like, you're always struggling to make weird shapes, and I thought, what a great service to just make basic shapes like a helmet or a dome, or like just something that people would have to kind of struggle with, and just make it so they could find them and just get them started. And I have a couple patterns I have in my shop for free, and there's some ones that haven't been there for so long that I don't think sell as well. Probably gonna make those things free as well too. So there's some patterns I'm probably end up making more free, but I'm working on my Mega Man X helmet. I want to get that done and ready soon. Stickers and buttons. I learned how to make costumes. That's right. Becky's a machine, man. She takes what I do and she goes a little bit further. I get lazy. All right, let's talk about some giveaways, people. We have 8x10s I'm giving away. I have my cosplay 8x10s. We have my Vampire Hunter D from the movie Bloodlust, right? That's one of my costume I did for Twitch. There is my Space Soldier guy, right? Right, and that. We have, this is me and Holly Conrad from Alita Battle Angel. This is based on the anime, not the movie. It's more the comic book. And of course, this is my Mongol Amelia, the Red Demon costume I really like a lot. And that one. Oh, and these are, that goes in the movie category, sorry. These are monsters I play. It's kind of like a big smash everything. And, of course, my movie ones. We have A House of a Thousand Corpses. I'm sorry, Barrel Zombie from Return of the Living Dead 3. Guyver from the first Guyver, Striker. That's Sten from Guyver 2. I played Sten from Guyver 2. And of course, this is the original Guyver promotional poster that we made to sell the movie. When we first made it, this is what we did for the distributors. This is a rarity because it's not out there. This is what I have. I have one of the actual flyers they made, and I, of course, made a nice scan of it. Made prints of this, so these are hard to get. This is me as Guyver Zone. I'm sorry, Guyver Zone, which I only played doing the acting. All the fighting was done by Koichi and the stunt team guys. They were great. And now back to Fear and Ghoul. All right. So we're gonna do a game where I grab a piece of paper. Wait, where's a? Let's try. Good grief, Ted. Just a piece of paper. Hold on. I need some post-it notes. I used to have post-it notes. All right, sorry guys. You already started? You can do eat. Trying to talk to my wife to let me buy what on Amazon? Oh, Return of the Living Dead. Yeah, I was in Return of the Living Dead 3. I was the barrel zombie that attacks them. You guys can eat. I'm not stopping anybody from eat. Let them do eat. Ready, set, go. Okay, guys. For an 8x10, give me a number between 1 and 10. Tomorrow is the goat. Must guess number. Yeah, a number. Quickly. From 1 to 10. Whoever gets the number right gets an 8 by 10. You have to pick which one you want. There goes Kathy. She's got 9. Come on, guys. Give me a number. 1 from 9. Not 90, Brian. 1 from 10. Oh, we gotta go, Becky. Come on, guys. One number at a time, guys. You can't do multiple numbers. One number. One number between. One number between 1 and 10, guys. Kathy says 8. Come on, guys. I got it in my hands. Six. Nope. 1 through 10. Is Brian going to win again just by throwing numbers up, guys? Come on. Come on. Brian again with 10. Guys, come on. Get fast. Boom, Kathy. That's it. Kathy wins. Kathy wins. It's 4. Boom. I think I have 2 of those glasses already. I think you do, Becky. You know, whatever you want, Becky. I'll send you one anyway. All right, Kathy, what do you want? So, Kathy, let's go. Do you want to do cosplay? Do you want to do movies? Kathy wins with number 4, guys. The winning number was 4. This is fun. I love doing this. It's such a blast. Yay. But I think I'm going to add some more merch as I go because 8x10s are fun, but I need to get more stuff. Get the stakes a little bit higher. So Kathy, movies. Okay, Kathy. So for the movies, all right, we have several. We have this is like the one with all the monsters I've done. We have House of a Thousand Corpses, Barrel Zombie from Living Dead 3, Striker from Guyver, and then we have Sten. Guyver 2. Of course, the Guyver poster. And the Guyver Zonoid. The Guyver stuff's more for the hardcore fans. And then the... Ken says Barrel Zombie. Hold on. Right, Kathy? This is you? Barrel Zombie? Melty boy. Excellent, Kathy. Thank you. I will sign that for you. Now what I do is I go in and grab another one and put it in the pile so I know I always have all my prints here. Hold on. I'll get back. Got it. So I'll put this over here, Kathy, for you to sign. So I can remember to do that. Oh, okay, Brian. Fair enough. Because I do have to get some stuff together to give away. I have some props, some things I want to get rid of. So I can make room to make more stuff. I just want to make more things. I was making this gun, and I'm sorry, this pew pew. Which I can't show you on my live stream. So I'm going to go ahead and paint it up, but I'm going to, yeah, I was going to make it to a video, but I'm like, not risking it anymore. So not in this climate. So let's go ahead. Again, everybody, thanks for hanging out and doing the giveaway thing. Let's get back to, let's do one more coat of rubber on this. because it looks great. I really like this. So let's just get one more thin coat. And of course, what I've done is, if you guys can look at this, I took one of the chip brushes and I cut the handle off of it, just so I could leave so I don't have to go through so many brushes. Just leave a brush in there. Yeah, I think this coat will dry even faster because the first coat is just... The other great thing about this particular rubber, it sticks to itself when it dries. Because rubber latex, if you let it dry completely and you brush on top of it, it won't stick to itself. But since this is molding rubber, it'll do just that. So, yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get away with just 2 coats. I don't think I need to do any more than that. Just 2 thin coats. All right, so there we go. So again, we're going to get a hair dryer and do the front first. You know, come to think of it, since I'm holding it, let's just go ahead and do the backside as well too, and just dry it all at the same time. Since I'm not really setting it down, just going to do this and hold it. So let's just do that. Let's do the whole thing. The cool thing about this too is I made this pattern off of my body, so I know for a fact it's fitting me. And then the latex will make the foam shrink a little bit. Not a lot, but it's kind of nice because it will make it a little more snug, which I don't mind. But yeah, it does shrink just a little bit. Like that. All right. All right, there we go. So let's move this up a little bit taller so you guys can see better. Excuse me. All right, babe, let them on in. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
That's okay. Take your time.
Hey guys, real quickly, here it is. 2 coats. Look at that. New Savage video. Yeah, live stream. A print? Has anyone seen the leaked trailer? Yes. George, quickly, let's talk about Kung Fury. Kung Fury was this thing this guy did way back a long time ago. And I was one, when I saw it, I invested. I'm like, I want to be a part of this. So I donated like, at the time I was working living by myself, I donated like $100. And I got like on the list, and I think I got like merch. And they sent me a digital file, like we could watch the entire short. So I had the actual copy of the short. And then of course it came out, and it went to Netflix and all that stuff. And got people seeing it. And then his plan was he wanted to make a feature, and then it went to Cannes Film Festival. People went nuts. Everybody saw it. He got a deal. He got Michael Fassbender and Hasselhoff and Arnold wanted to be a part of it. Everybody came aboard, and they made the movie. And these freaking producers and production companies, which basically is they do money laundering. They just want to hide money and stuff. So anyway, what they did was there was a clause in a contract like, if you don't get this like done in time, or like we can take over the film if you so anyway, the kid was smart. He shot everything, got everything done in time. I know they looked for some kind of loophole, and they held the film in production. So the film is basically done, and they were sitting on it, and it's been done for like 5 years. And the poor guy just kind of like, they just basically stole every bit of thunder and steam he had from him. He pulled all his buddies in, all the friends, he got all these big guys to show up, and he shot everything. And so he's kind of like, oh no. So anyway, apparently they released a trailer. Yeah, exactly. It's money laundering. It's such. That's why, guys. You know why Hollywood's failing? Because people are realizing you don't need these big studios to make movies. Like A42, they make tons of little independent films, and so. But that was the. Sorry, talking. But anyway, if you guys have seen the trailer, tell everybody about it, share it. Let's bombard them and show the popularity and love for this thing, so it forces them to release it. And because what they do is they get money, and then they go, oh, we'll loan you the money, and then you get the money, but then if you pay, you have to pay back to this company, and like everything goes through everybody, so they can hide the money and keep it. And so, like, this is why the big studios are freaking out, because people found out about their laundering scheme. Like, well, we can't, you know, if you had really like good bookkeepers, which they do, but there's good people who know how to hide money. And then, perfect example, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, big successful movie. Coming to America, big successful movie. Anyway, so what happened is, like, Coming to America, they finally had this lawsuit. These guys are like, hey man, that's our script. You guys stole it from us. So they went in to fight and get the rights back to their movie, because you said you guys stole it. So they proved, somehow they were able to prove that the screenplay was stolen from them, and they got it, and they went, okay, so pay these guys. And then, oh, well, the film is in the red. Excuse me? Well, will you make any money back from Coming to America? They're like, what? So the judge ordered them to surrender their books. I don't think they were ready for that. So the court said, surrender the books. And so these accountants got in and got all these books, and they were finding money hidden everywhere. So the reason I bring up Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is because Brian Usna, a producer, did a lot of low budget horror movies and stuff. Yes, ma'am.
Pause it for just a second so you can say goodbye to Grandpa.
Hold on for a second, guys. Hold on. Hey guys, sorry. Hi, Grandpa. Oh, anyway, we were raising about Kung Fury, and I was just saying that, yeah, it's a whole money laundering scheme, and they hardly get to release the movie, and Hollywood's failing because people are being strict with the money, like, and so they finally realized if you sit down as a business model and you look at the budgets, and you bring somebody in who doesn't know anything about films, they go, so this producer is making X amount of $1 million. What does he do? Well, he helps. He brings and hooks people together and makes them talk. And like, you start to realize bigger producers and executive producers don't do squat. They don't do anything. They just take money and have their name attached to it. I know like Michael Bay, Spielberg, and those guys. You can have their name. You can have their name on your some of the producers, and even though they're not involved, but their names are draws, so they can put their name on it for a fee. Like you can put like produced by Spielberg and Michael Bay, and you're paying for the name, and they sell their names. So if you guys don't know it, they do that too. So yeah, it's all kinds of crap. It's such corruption. It's ridiculous. Guys. I took it out yesterday. My wife loves the Taylor Swift, so we went to a Taylor Swift drag show brunch. So I took her to brunch. It was yesterday, but today I'm gonna slip out and get her some flowers. But I can't get them today because it's Mother's Day and everything's gonna be twice as much. So we'll wait till after tomorrow and I'll buy them. Anyway, but Kung Fury is a perfect example of somebody who made something he wanted to make. Because the days back in the day, guys, when they used to make movies, move the microphone so you guys can actually hear me better, is that they were made by people who like making movies. And even back in the 80s, 70s and 80s, where George Lucas was like saying, hey man, like those days are over. Like Coke and Pepsi and corporations run the movie studios now. And they're not in it to make films, they're in it to make money. And over the years, it turned into what we got right now. It's just this packaged garbage everywhere. So that's why the A24 production companies guys start up. I just originally started as a small company, would find really cool independent films they liked, and they would distribute it for them. So it became a distributing company, helping people get their independent films out there. And they got big enough to where they said, let's start investing. And they invested in Moonlight, which became a big award-winning film. And again, a film where they just pay the crew, pay their actors, and the stuff that needs to stop, the Robert Downey Jr.'s and the Tom Cruise that show up and take $20 to $40 million right off the budget of the film because of them. Well, I'm a name, I'm going to sell it. Like if you want to sell and you actually care about this movie, take a pay cut. You don't need 20 million. You know, a couple million, 3 million, 4 million, that's plenty. For a film you're acting in, it's a duration of your time of you working, a year. It takes about a year to make a movie. So okay, grand. Take that back. It should take a year to make a movie, but they do. But for their portion of where they're shooting them and all that whatnot, a year. Shoot about a year. So what's that cost them for a year? About $1 million, couple million. Pay them, boom. Pay your crew, and then when the movie makes money, everybody gets money. If the film doesn't do well, then like everybody has to get paid on the back end or something. It's just, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, you can tell, man, because it was my livelihood, and it's gone to crap because of the producers. Not because the creative people or the makers. It's because of the producers and the people stealing the money and squeezing people for more money. And the only reason films aren't making money is because they're taking too much. Like, oh, like we can't. They all can make pay cuts. Do what Target's doing. Target took the CEO and cut his finances down to nothing. Yep. I hope Target goes down in flames. I hate Target so much. They're so expensive. They're ridiculous. I should bait about foreign movie. That's crap. He's just make. That's gonna make it even worse. It's a very filmmaking is a very complicated system, and just making things expensive. They're always gonna go where it's cheaper. They don't care. Nobody cares. It's ridiculous. Anyway, sorry guys. Let's get back to cosplay and fun stuff. Here you go. This is The rubber neck piece looks awesome. Once this dries, I'm gonna glue. I want to glue. Again, I lost if I want to do, but I can't do it till next stream. This, that's part of the thing that I want to do for you guys is that I want to make sure that. Oh, I'm stupidly excited about movie studios in Vegas. I'll tell you what, it's hot in Vegas, people. Freaking hot. And you have to shoot everything inside a studio. So they're building studios out there to shoot in. Granted, it is cheaper. They're doing that. New Jersey, I know big ones like New Jersey is apparently really launching. Where I was working on in Canada was they had these beautiful studios out there too, and they got a lot of stuff going out there too. Because again, it's cheaper to shoot out there. And the guys the show I was working on, they were shooting fast. I enjoy the heat, Becky, and you can have it. Yeah, that's what I tell people. They treat people with the AIs, replace the producers with that. They don't do squat. They'll argue and say they do, but they're just managing money and paying people, paying their friends to do things, and it's such a corrupt. You think, like I used to gripe about the film industry, and Rob Zombie says, you think that's bad, the music industry is worse, and he's right. You think Hollywood's bad, the music industry is really bad, and then nobody's doing anything about that. And Chaperone, when she said anything about it, they tried to drag her, embarrass her. She's like, hey man, screw you. I know how it works, and you guys are taking money like Spotify. Spotify's stealing people, but nobody's doing anything. There's no regulations, no government, nobody's stepping in to fight these guys. Because they make money and they pay people off. So when you make enough money, you pay people off so they won't vote against you. So, anyway, okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. Making stuff. Yay, fun. Anyway, this is going to dry. We're going to wrap this up today, guys. Kathy, thank you. You won on the giveaway. I like Courtney Love. Like Courtney Love. Courtney Love. What about Courtney? How did Courtney Love come in this game? Can we say an alternative word for filming? Oh, Weinstein. I'll tell you what Weinstein was so great is that Kevin Smith got his film back, Dogma. And it's so great. What Kevin Smith's doing with his film, Dogma, is absolutely brilliant. With all the snafu and Harvey Weinstein being locked up, he got his film back because Kevin Smith held it. Harvey Weinstein had his film hostage, held onto it. And it's a fun movie. So Kevin Smith, they reached out to him and said, hey man, you want your movie back? He said, yeah. So now he took his movie and he's touring with it, which is just brilliant. So he shows up, he's going to show the movie and do a Q&A afterwards. You come and meet Kevin Smith and some of the cast people that show up. It's just fun. He's touring with the movie. I think he does it for a little bit, and then after that, they're going to release it to the public. I think that was the plan. So he's just going to do a little quick tour with it. And I think it's fantastic. What a great idea. And that's how they used to do movies in the old days. When John Waters made, what was that, Trash, or what was the biggest one? Pink Flamingos? I think it was John Waters made this little crazy little art house film with Divine. He borrowed money from his dad. They shot it on film. And then him and the crew would load up with the reels of film of his movie. Like kind of like when you would drag shows, you drive into town, you take flyers, you put them everywhere. Like, hey, I'm showing this movie at midnight at this theater. You talk to the theater, you get a cut of the sales, and so John Waters made his money loading up and driving town to town with his movie, and he paid his dad off like within a year. Like, he got his money back. I think he borrowed like $40,000 to shoot the movie, but that was how you did it back then. Because that was back in the days, like the 50s and 60s with drive-ins. You'd make a movie, and then also in the 70s, grindhouse movies, like that Tarantino raves about all the time. They made a movie, but it wasn't grindhouse. They just made big-budget movies. Grindhouse were just low-budget movies that didn't need to get any censorship. They would just make movies. You'd make a movie and then show up at the drive and go, hey, man, we got this movie. They'd watch. Yeah, it was great. So they'd show it. They'd give you a cut of the ticket sales, and you would just drive to the next town with your movie. Yeah, because the theaters are gone now, and it was just simple. Everybody had like a 35 millimeter projector, right? So you just put your movies on reels, and that's how you did it, like a rolling drag, like a drag show. You load the crew up, go to town, do your show, break down, go to the next town, make money, like. So that's how you did, and how John Waters got started. You just go to town, and the midnight movies exploded because of that. Because he just would show stuff you couldn't show at the normal hours. So Pink Flamingos, was just a bizarre, weird film. God, I haven't seen it in so long. It's all a blur, guys. That was the era of my youth. I grew up late. I was like born in '63, so the '60s kind of flew by for me. So I came in this. I remember more stuff early '60s. Like I remember magazines and like Mad magazine stuff, and I can remember some of the covers. I found some old issues I had, and they were like '67, '68, like some older magazines as I got older and slipped into the '70s. And so '70s was such a boom for like drive-ins and movies and whatnot. It was a big deal. Yeah, dude, my family, we'd go to drive-ins, and my dad we'd go see James Bond movies. We'd load everybody up. We'd get food. We'd bring food. My mom would make food, put it in the trunk, and we'd get blankets and stuff, and we'd go see the drive-in. And they had and every drive-in, and the front of the screen had a playground in it. So the kids could play in the playground, and then when it got dark, they'd start to shut the movie. And so the playground. I think there's a great scene from Grease where he's singing and walking around through the drive-in, and he's in the playground. Because every drive-in had the screen, and the space between the screen and the cars was a little dead space. And they had a playground right there for the kids. And they had a drive-in theater in Canoga Park. When I got it, oh, cool, drive-in. And I didn't get a chance to go in. Within that year I got there, this is '89, they shut it down because there was just too many like fights and gang violence and stuff. Because times have changed, people can't act civilized at public space. So they shut it down. Yeah. Oh my God, Becky, I miss the drive-ins too. I miss them so much. People don't get it. It's like, it was such a different culture back then. It was so different. Like, everybody could just hang out and behave themselves. You just pulled your car in, put the speaker thing in, you put the little speakers. If you get ones, you had to always make sure they worked. Sometimes they got jacked up or broken. And they were broken, they tried to fix them as fast as they could. Oh, I can't even tell you how much they sold that drive-in in land for. And the owner had Saturday empty. It sat empty for 20 years. Oh. Oh, he sat on an empty lot for 20 years. Yeah, oh well. Oh, hamburgers are best. Yeah, because everything was cheap back then. and then they would, let's all go to the lot. Like they had the concession stand. They had little music videos, get people to go to the concession stands. So you'd watch a movie, and there'd be a pause or a break, and there'd be like intermission. So when you go to a drive-in, you weren't just seeing one movie. It was usually a double feature or a triple feature. Big Macs don't take. Yeah, they don't. My last drive-in movie that I saw that I can remember was The Last Dragon. Yeah, with Sure Enough. Who's the baddest mofo? Sure Enough. Yeah, I literally saw that in a drive-in. It was that and something else. But it was The Last Dragon. The McSoy. Oh, boo. Our beef. I mean, our beef is so bad. The Brits don't want it. There's restrictions because there's so much filler and crap in our food, and the FD's like, "Oh, you can't do it." Well, here's a couple $100 million. Oh, okay. We'll turn a blind eye. You can put anything you want in it. They're all paid off. So, yeah, Britain will not take American beef because it's garbage. Like, you guys put so much stuff in it. There's so much stuff you can't get overseas, and I love it. They're like, nope. They didn't mix soy with everything. They cooked French fries Yeah, and animal fat. That's right. Who's the master? Show enough. I was at a con in Texas, and a guy was dressed up as Show Enough, and I was like, I'm like, yeah. Who's the best? Who's the master? Who's the master? Show Enough. Awesome. Yeah, saw it in the drive-in. That was in the 80s. God, St. Louis. It was called the Aaron Drive-In, and now it's a mini mall, which I don't think the mini mall is even running anymore. But when they bought it and converted it to a mini mall, they kept the drive-in sign. So the big neon sign with the dancing girl with the baton, it was Art Deco. It was beautifully done. And so when they bought the drive-in, they didn't tear it down. They turned it to the Airway like shopping center. So they kept the marquee and the girl with the spinning baton. So they kept it, but it's just not driving anymore. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, I missed that part growing up. Other parts, not so much, right? Sitting here back. A lot of stuff I missed too. But yeah, the drive-ins, man. So cool. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just babbling. I love talking to you guys. I need to get going here. It is 10:39. I usually go to 11, but I have stuff I have to work on. I got a job I've got to finish up because I have a job I have to do on Monday. So I got the job here. It needs to be done before I leave for my next job Monday. So I got to wrap it up and get to work. So guys, thank you everybody for hanging out. Kathy, congratulations on winning the 8x10. There was no Canadians in the stream. I'm going to start advertising big time for the Canadians that come into my live stream. And happy everybody out there, happy Mother's Day to you all. Thank you guys for hanging out. What'd you win, Brian? All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll catch you back next Sunday. We're going to get the spandex hood on here. I'm going to have that neck flap thing on there. And so we'll do that. So, guys, thank you again, everybody, for hanging out and your continuing support. Show up for me. I appreciate that. I am working on videos. I just be doing that in the side jobs, but I'm going to get back to making content. I'm working on the Mega Man helmet right now. Just trying to find time to edit. Oh, and pew pew. Don't do that, guys. I want to keep my streams going. All right. Take care, guys.